Hello from the Big South Network studio. I'm Mark Bryant with another of our Big South football previews for the 2022 season. With me now, Gardner-Webb Running Bulldogs coach Tre Lamb. Coach, thank you so much for the time.
Yeah, I appreciate you having me.
Glad to have you here. Now, technically year 3 at the helm here. I know you had to come through kind of COVID window off the start, but what are the next phases of building and growing the program? What takeaways do you have from last year carrying over into this year?
Yeah, so we played 15 games last year, so it was really like a really long year one, I guess you'd say. We waited 9 or 10 months, actually more, probably 14 months till we played our first football game, so that was tough for me and our staff and I think some of our players. But very excited what we got coming back. We got a lot of starters back. We're still a young team in my opinion. Kind of got some new blood in there, got a few transfers, some young guys that are going to have to step up, provide depth. But for the most part, we've got a lot of guys who've played football. And progress-wise, I love where we're at. We had our first off-season, first spring practice, first summer training, where we got our guys back this summer, and our team just feels different. There's a different feel to it. You get in last year, you come off the spring season, coming into the fall, and you don't really know what to expect. You just played 3 months ago. Who's coming back, who's not, what's the COVID protocols. We feel like we've left a lot of that in the past and kind of moving on with it, and I love the progress in which we've made, and I feel really good about what we got.
Yeah, you got a new look to go with it, don't you?
Yeah. it looks good, I love it.
Preseason Offensive Player of the Year, Nuri Gathan, headlines full slate of returning starters. What made him and his play so special last year, and what does he need to do for an encore to succeed this year?
Yeah, I think he burst on the scene early in the year. He actually missed the Monmouth game. He only played 10 games last fall and due to an injury, but he's really worked hard. He's going to be targeted more, but he's also going to draw more attention. And as any good defensive coach would do, they want to take away your best player. I think there's no doubt. You turn the film on, he's different than a lot of people out there. He's worked his butt off. Injury prevention's been huge for him. He approaches every day like a professional. We're going to have to move him around. We're going to have to put him at wide receiver, move him, motion him in the backfield so we can hide him a little bit. But he just needs to continue what he's doing. He can still improve in a lot of areas. He knows that. He's not a perfect player. But when he's got the football, he's just different. He's got to be a better player without the ball, a better blocker, better on the perimeter game when we're getting the ball to other players. But effort is never a problem for him. Attitude is never a problem for him, and he's just a joy to show up and work with every day. Even if he was a bad player, he's one of those kids. If he had no production, never played a snap, he'd still be one of your favorite players on the team. And you don't say that a lot about your best players.
Right. Excellent. Well, your defense, taking the other side of the ball here, mostly returning starters. It includes all conference players: Ty French, William McCraney. What improvement and growth are you seeing from the group, and what do you expect to see from them on that side of the ball this year?
Yeah, we got to replace a good player in Shy Thomas, who made a lot of plays for us on the defensive line. I want to see that group elevate. Outside of Ty French, we hadn't had a ton of consistency in production in our D-line. I'm a big believer if you get good at quarterback and you get good at defensive line, you got a really good chance to win a lot of football games. And that's depth, too. You need to be able to play 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 guys up front to stay fresh. And you look at the Clemsons, the Ohio States, the Georgias of the world, the guys that are playing for the national titles in college football, they have the best D-line and a very good quarterback, typically. And I think the games are won at those two positions. Obviously, you got to be good elsewhere, but if you can get good there, it makes it a lot easier on everybody else. William McCraney's coming back, Ty French is coming back. Those are kind of the two leaders on that side of the ball. We got some Jamari Brown at free safety. I'm expecting big things out of him. We're going to have some young players in the secondary, and that's okay. And those guys are going to have to step up and make plays. But other than that, our defense has really come a long way in their identity. I really think we put our best players on defense. If we recruit a two-way player, I want him to play defense first. If you're good on defense, you got a chance to win every game. I'm not trying to win games 53 to 40. I'm not, even though I'm an offensive guy, I want to keep the points down. I want to control the game. I want to change tempos offensively to allow our defense to play fewer possessions, but also give us a chance to score. So it's a kind of a catch-22 at times, but it's a good thing being an offensive head coach and having a defense you can count on.
For sure. Now, conference schedule is one thing, and you got your hands full there. But your non-conference schedule, I was looking over this, Coach, and Some familiar things for longtime Gardner-Webb fans, because they'll see Coastal Carolina on there, they'll see Liberty on there, former conference foes, but that's not all either. Tell me about the non-conference slate.
Yeah, I'm excited about it. I think, we talk to our team a lot about preparation, and when it finally meets opportunity, this is the only sport in college or professional sports where you work literally 285 days for 11 opportunities. And every other sport, you get home and home, you get to play them twice, sometimes 3 times, you get to play a conference tournament, and you got a chance to get hot at the right time. In football, you get 11 opportunities, and what a great opportunity for us to play on the national stage, 3 FBS games, playing the top 25 opponent in Elon, top 25 opponent in Mercer, plus our conference schedule. I think you'd be hard-pressed to find a tougher schedule in FCS football outside of maybe a couple other conferences in different locations. But as far as the Southeast goes, this is a hard schedule. And our guys know that, and it's really kind of been like a chip on our shoulder. We want to go into these games competitive, and we're not going to try to lay over or roll over for anybody. We really want to try to go in and win these football games, no matter who it is we're playing. And we're trying to get caught up in our process and focus on ourselves first. But our guys are taking it with a challenge, and what a challenge we've been presented with our schedule. I think I'm pretty sure we were ranked 16th in the country, FCS schedule, so it's up there, and we're excited to see what happens. Let the chips fall, they fall.
We're excited to see it as well. Coach Tre Lamb and the Gardner-Webb Runnin' Bulldogs, all part of our Big South 2022 football season preview.